Have you ever wondered what it would be like if the Flash solo movie took on Zack Snyder's unique vision, where a world of heroes turn against each other and hope is a fragile memory? Following the polarizing reception of Zack Snyder's Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and David Ayer's Suicide Squad threw the franchise into a tizzy. One of the films that suffered the worst from the constant changes and revolving doors was The Flash.
I know sex exists, I've just never experienced it.
In Zack Snyder's original plan for the Flash solo film, Barry Allen's journey would act as both a continuation of the Justice League saga and a crucial turning point in the DC Extended Universe by leveraging the comic book storyline Flashpoint, but with a more grounded and emotionally intense twist, fitting Snyder's epic, mythic approach to superhero storytelling.
Why is our bat friend even awake?
The film begins with Barry Allen wrestling with the weight of his dual life, a member of the Justice League and a man haunted by his past. His mother's tragic murder and his father's wrongful imprisonment have left scars that shape his every decision, even propelling him to become a forensic scientist. Barry's hope is simple yet consuming: find a way to prove his father's innocence. Yet, as the urge to rewrite his family's history intensifies, Barry faces a choice that could unravel everything. The idea of using his powers to alter time itself begins to take root.
So on the other timeline, I'm the same guy.
Yeah.
His closest allies, Batman and Wonder Woman, understand the peril of tampering with fate and caution him against the risks. They recognize that Barry's pain is blinding him, steering him toward a path where the line between hero and recklessness begins to blur.
I can fix things. You could also destroy everything.
When Barry stumbles upon the possibility of a multiverse, he is confronted with an overwhelming temptation: the chance to restore a timeline where his mother lives. Snyder's direction imbues these moments with emotional gravity, underscoring Barry's inner battle between his heroic duty and his yearning for a life free of loss.
How many first thoughts exactly did you have before you first thought of me?
Ignoring every warning, Barry Allen embarks on a desperate mission to rewrite the past, traveling back to the fateful night of his mother's murder. With a swift strike, he intervenes just in time to save her, but when he returns to the present, he is thrust into a nightmarish reality far worse than he could have imagined. Under Snyder's direction, the Flashpoint storyline unfolds in a darker, grittier landscape, where the very fabric of existence has been warped. In this twisted timeline, Thomas Wayne dons the mantle of Batman, yet he is a far cry from the hero Barry once knew. Instead, he is a ruthless vigilante, consumed by grief over the loss of his son, Bruce, who never had the chance to become the hero Gotham needed. Thomas's torment drives him to brutal methods, leaving a trail of blood in his wake.
You're the Batman?
I'm vengeance.
Martha Wayne, shattered by her family's tragedy, succumbs to madness, transforming into a nightmarish version of the Joker. Her laughter echoes ominously through the city, a stark contrast to the joy she once embodied.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
Meanwhile, Superman, once a beacon of hope, has been captured by the government and imprisoned since infancy. His ship crash-landed in Metropolis, not in Smallville, leading to a world where his powers are weaponized rather than celebrated.
Oof. You're gorgeous.
I think that was beautiful.
The global landscape teeters on the brink of apocalypse, ravaged by a brutal conflict between the Amazons, led by a hardened Wonder Woman, and the Atlanteans, commanded by a vengeful Aquaman. Their once strong alliance shattered after a tragic confrontation in which Wonder Woman killed Mera, Aquaman's beloved queen, who had confronted her for having an affair with Aquaman.
Get away from my wife!
This tragic event drives Aquaman to seek revenge against the Amazonian warrior. As Barry navigates this chaotic new world, he is haunted by the catastrophic consequences of his actions. Each step he takes is a reminder of the monstrous reality he has inadvertently created. Determined to set things right, he embarks on a quest to gather allies from this dystopian landscape, including a reluctant Thomas Wayne and a conflicted Aquaman, to confront the true source of his pain. But lurking in the shadows is Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, a sinister presence who has been orchestrating this chaos all along. Thawne reveals himself as the puppeteer, manipulating Barry's every move, relishing the suffering he has wrought. His ultimate goal is to shatter Barry's spirit, proving that even the brightest heroes can be brought to their knees. As the stakes rise and time begins to unravel, Barry must confront not only the consequences of his actions, but also the darkness within himself. With the world on the brink of destruction, he faces a race against time to restore the timeline, defeat Thawne, and ultimately come to terms with the painful truth that some pasts can never be changed. In this heart-pounding journey, Barry learns that heroism is not just about power. It's about accepting loss and finding strength in vulnerability.
Try a million times and we're not going to be able to fix it no matter what we do. This world dies. Today.
The urgency of Barry's mission reaches its peak as he realizes the full scale of the consequences he's unleashed. With the multiverse teetering on the edge of collapse, Barry finds unlikely allies in a broken, battle-hardened version of Batman and a fiercely disillusioned Wonder Woman. A vengeful Aquaman, driven by the destruction of Atlantis, completes the uneasy alliance. Together, they form a desperate team, bound not by trust, but by the shared goal of preventing the Reverse Flash from destabilizing reality itself. As they race through collapsing dimensions, Snyder's signature battle scenes explode onto the screen with mythic grandeur, each skirmish underscoring the gravity of their mission. The stakes are sky high as the multiverse begins to fracture. Alternate realities, versions of heroes, and shattered timelines swirl around Barry as he speeds through a visually stunning, chaotic final act. At the heart of the film's climax, Barry confronts the inescapable truth. To truly become a hero, he must make the ultimate sacrifice. He has to let go of his past, accept his mother's death, and with it, the idea that some things cannot be changed, even by the fastest man alive.
I honestly didn't hear anything after "we're all gonna die."
In a tear-jerking moment, Barry makes the agonizing decision to reset the timeline. As the dust settles on the multiverse, the film's epilogue shifts to a quieter, introspective tone. Barry, standing at the crossroads of time and reality, sees flickers of alternate worlds, each offering tantalizing glimpses of what lies ahead. In one reality, he catches sight of a new hero rising, Supergirl, her cape billowing as she takes flight for the first time. In another, the unmistakable glow of a Green Lantern ring illuminates a figure ready to defend the cosmos. Then, a powerful image appears, a reborn Superman, emerging from the shadows, more resolute than ever, his eyes shining with hope. As the architect of this new universe, Barry stands alone, watching from the edge of this altered reality. The weight of his choices is heavy on his shoulders, but there's a quiet resolve in his expression. He knows the cost of resetting the timeline, of sacrificing his own desires for the greater good. The world around him is familiar, yet undeniably different, a reflection of the new heroes and stories that will rise in the wake of his actions.
You're not Batman? What's wrong with you?
Snyder's vision would conclude with a haunting, bittersweet note. Barry is both a hero and a witness to a universe transformed. He saved the multiverse, but in doing so, he has set the stage for a future he can never fully control. Yet, within this uncertainty lies hope. The flickers of new heroes, from Supergirl to Green Lantern, promise that this new era will be brighter, more inclusive, and filled with potential. As Barry steps into the unknown, Snyder leaves the audience with a sense of anticipation. This solo Flash film would have been more than just the conclusion of Barry's story. It would be Snyder's final mythic tribute to the DCEU, a reboot that doesn't erase the past but honors it, while boldly paving the way for a future brimming with possibility.
Stop right there. I'm in.
Curious about the world Snyder left behind? Click here to revisit Snyder's Justice League trilogy and experience the universe as he envisioned it, where heroes are pushed to their limits and every choice carries a price. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into what could have been. This is your flashy narrator, signing off.
He is awful at podcasting. Not a good idea. No, we'll go with music from now on.
I hate you.